guys, looks like we're up and running. More owls, yes, we're still at it, just where I left off yesterday. This is still the same batch as we were doing yesterday. Didn't have any chance to do anything else. We've got staff in the shop booked off sick, so I'm on total shop duty these days. So. Today too, all the parties. So. Okay, I actually have been at this for an hour here this morning already, so my block's already warmed up. Owls, owls, owls. The sizing, this is the same batch I was working on yesterday, so there's no difference. The sizing is difficult, and it varies from sheet to sheet. And when Aoyama-san did the sizing, he must have perhaps hit the brush too hard at one end. So one in every about 4 of these sheets is really sized too strongly. And I may have to cull them at the end of the batch. It's hard to tell. I've got them, the moisture in the paper raised, which makes it a bit easier to print. But we'll just have to see how it goes at the end of the batch. Pull out the ones that have difficult marks in the background. There's no way to check the paper before printing it, so just have to go ahead and do it. So. Good morning, gang. Oops, a bit too much there, maybe. Not sure. How often do I go through barons? Not sure what you mean. They're lifetime tools. We don't go through them. If you're talking about the cover gets changed regularly. If I was doing this all day, I'll be doing this for just about 2 hours today. So the cover will be fine. But if I were doing this all day, absolutely the cover wouldn't make it to the end of the day. You can perhaps see, there's a place already. Where's the camera here? Can you see it there? It's already starting to pop. It's really difficult to get the camera angle right. Here you go. Sorry, it's already starting to pop there in one place. Excuse me. But barons themselves are a lifetime tool, absolutely. They gradually change character. A strong baron will gradually get weaker and weaker and weaker as the years go by. So it just gets delegated to a different job. The strongest ones are used for this kind of a block, flat colors. Weaker ones will go for smaller areas or hairlines or something. They're lifetime tools. with the Facebook fan page there. Yeah, I guess it's okay if I drop in and do those comments. I guess it seems okay. I don't know. I thought what I would do is if there's something I could comment about somebody who's making prints, that makes sensible for me to do that. But I'll keep away from the other stuff. You know. There's also another funny thing about that Facebook page, the fan page or whatever, but some of the staff here, I was looking over my shoulder when I was looking at that yesterday, and they saw the image at the top, asked me what it was, and I said, it's a fan page for blah, 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 blah. And they said, did you make this? Like they thought it was my page, the page that I had created. And I'm like, no, I know other people are doing this, you know. So there was a bit of confusion about whether I had done it myself or not. So, I'm going to make my own fan page? I don't know. I don't think anybody's confused, are they? I heard the question ding there. Just a second. I can't stop during the middle of one of these. Too much paste on the edge of this thing. Was the top coat on this batch? No, let's do the second coat. Second coat, is that what we call it? I don't know. We should do it, I think. Big difference with the second coat, you know, comes up much richer and deeper. A bit too much paste on some of the shadows there. Don't want that one. Here's the before. Oops. There's the after, much deeper. It's the same color. We've talked about this before. It's the same color, but just now it's much more saturated, much deeper and richer. There's 80 sheets in my batch here, so doing this twice means 160 times. And then there's 4 more colors after this is done. The key block. And then 3 leaves. So six impressions. The background gets on twice, then the black lines, the yellow feathers and stuff, then 3. Oh, nice one. Then 3 color blocks. So if I had nothing else to do, if I was just sitting here printing, 80 copies, 6 impressions, a small print like this, it's easily a day's work. Wouldn't even be a full day's work. Well, when you count the paper moistening the day before, I guess, you know. That's okay. It would be a very pleasant day's work making 80 copies of this print. You know. Unfortunately, it's going to take me days and days and days because all I do is an hour and a half up here every morning. So. It's very efficient work, you know, it's productive. You know, people look at this old-fashioned stuff, you know, oh my God, it's so inefficient and it's so archaic and it should be modernized and whatever. It's hugely efficient, you know. In making such beautiful objects so easily, more easily once you know how. There's a loose hair there, a bit white. I wonder where it came from. Somebody's asking about kappa woodblock prints. I know I haven't got one, but I know. We talked about the young man in France before who's making kappa prints. There's a young guy in France. I say young, whatever, younger than me. I don't know how old he is. He's a tattoo artist, and he's really gone crazy about learning woodblock printmaking. And, we've been corresponding by email back and forth for a couple of years now, I guess, whatever. And his theme is kappa. He's got some fabulous, energetic, grotesque, gloriously interesting kappa designs. I think we linked him here before. If you Googled, I think his handle name is The Next Pen. If you Google around for The Next Pen, woodblock print or something, some of his kappa designs would come up. What did I say? Grotesquely interesting or something. Well, there was a question a while back. Sorry, I forgot to go and check. Excuse me. I heard the sound and then I lost the thread. Hang on a sec. I think there's something in the question box. There is indeed. 2. Oh, yeah, reminder. Somebody, I don't know if you're on the thread today, Jameson, eh? So I got your request, just haven't had time to do it. So please stand by. I know it's on the list of things to do soon. So. Camilo is asking about the wood. He's got some cherry we saw in the thread he posted yesterday. He's got a bunch of new beech wood. And his question to me is, what do we do with the wood before we start carving, after we get it from the lumber market? That's a big question. If we were buying it from our supplier, it's already planed and smooth. We don't do any dressing or glue or varnish or polish or anything. We just plane the wood flat and bang, use it. You've got wood from the lumber market, so my guess is it's probably going to have planing marks. You have to get it flat. But if it's flat, that's all we do. We don't do anything else to our wood. There's no other preparation. It's just the raw wood gets carved, and then the raw wood gets printed. The wood I'm printing on right now is just the raw surface of the plank. It had been planed smooth, and that's the only preparation we use. Nothing else. No varnish, no oil, no wax, no nothing. The Next Pen, there you go. Good. Has that got images of his prints? I don't know. He's got a few websites. He's got like a tattoo website and different other stuff. He's on Instagram also. I think he uses the English translation, the Japanese translation of that phrase, the next pen. And his handle name, I think, is, just a sec, I'll type it, hang on a minute. This is one of the sheets with a bad size. The speckle. This probably won't make it through. Yeah. It's the French guy doing the kappa. Tsuki no Pitsu, the next pen into Japanese. That's his sort of handle name in Japanese. So if you search over on Instagram with that name, I think you'll find some of the fabulous kappa designs he's doing. Well, I got a bit of a cold, something, we all do around here this time of year. Can't stop sniffing and stuff. Can't be helped. And the shop is finally slowing down after the autumn. It was very quiet yesterday in the shop. That's not good news, but it's very welcome news. I know we're ready for a break from the insane flood we've had for the past couple of months now. Nice and rich. Beautiful sky for the owl to sit in. Beautiful sky. Are these questions about the wood? Is it cross-cut? I'm not sure what you're asking here. People get print parties for Christmas presents. I've never seen that before. Pretty much finished. Let's give it a rest. Print parties for Christmas presents. The print parties, people make their own reservations when they're coming over to Japan, or a lot of times it's done through a travel agency. We get a lot of requests from travel agencies. I guess people ask their agent, please find me some cultural stuff to do in Japan. So the travel agency books them into us. And when they show up here, they don't even know what to expect. They've just been sent by the travel company who has prepared a Tokyo one-day tour for them or something like this. So that happens. But most people just simply book themselves a print party. They know where they're going. They know where they want to go. Are only a small excerpt of the heroes prints available in woodblock form. Not sure what to say. I know if you're talking about the main heroes designs, we've got 10 in woodblock now, and we're making 6 more at present, so there'll be 16 of them. Over on Jed's website, he has many, many more, and the easiest way to find out which is go to Jed's website, which is ukiyo-heroes.com, all one word. And he's got the prints in 2 sections. He's got the Giclée prints, the inkjets, and he's got the woodblocks there. So that's the place to find that information. Okay, you're talking about crosscut, you're talking about end grain wood, and that's what, just a minute. You're talking about the wood, and a tree is like this, and when you slice a tree, the kind of wood we get is like this. If you take a tree and cut it zang across in the middle like this, that's end grain wood if you're calling it crosscut. And that kind of wood is not suitable for this kind of printing, but it's suitable for what they call wood engraving, where they engrave lines into the wood and print it with a press. A friend of mine in England, Andy English, that's his name in England, Andy English. He's doing wood engraving. And if you search for his website, Andy English, I think it's andyenglish.com, I'm not really sure. But anyway, if you search for Andy English wood engraving, that's the kind of printmaking you see, which is done on the cross, on the end grain wood. Very, very different from what we're doing. Wood engraving, we're doing wood block printing, and wood engraving are two different skills, different tools, different wood, different finished result. More owls, yeah. Sorry guys, that's just the way it is. People would like some, so this is our business. We make some more. And we can't delay because, of course, the people are ordering them at the moment for a Christmas gift. So we have to get these out the door as quickly as possible. When you got a hit, you got a hit. This pays for the ones that aren't hits. In those, in those 6 ukiyo-e heroes, the new ones, the boss fights and the new ones. I'm committed to making 6 of them, and 3 of those look like they're going to be steady sellers, and 3 of them look like there's not going to be all that much interest in the market. But I still have to make them because they were part of a Kickstarter campaign. I'm not saying we're going to lose money on them, but it's going to cost a fortune to cut the blocks and get the first 100 prints made, and then they're going to sit on the shelf for quite a long time. So having a hit like this owl helps make up for the stuff that isn't hits. It's the same as anything, a movie company, a book publisher, whatever. The hits pay for the other ones that aren't hits. Nice, very happy with this, A few of the sheets have very, very bad sizing. They won't make it through to the end. This is to protect the back of the paper, and the paper is very, very soft. I've had to moisten it really well to get a good printing impression here. It's very soft. And if I put the tool, the Baron tool, directly on the back of the paper, it really leaves strong striations. So this is for 2 things. It's lubrication to make it go smooth, but it's also to protect the back of the paper from too much pressure from the Baron. It's a difficult balance. We don't use this all the time at all. If you've seen more of our printing sessions, you'll know we don't use it all the time at all. Excuse me. Before. It's not our third. We counted again last night, actually. This is, at the moment, it's standing at number 7 position in all the prints we've sold over the years. This owl. It's like, what's the thing they do with pop songs and stuff? Climbing with a bullet or something, I forget. It's at number 7, but climbing fast. So. It's not pneumonia, I've just got a cough. It's all right, relax. It's autumn, November, you know, we all get this every year. Teiko-san's off this week at home with it, sniffling and coughing. Actually, Jed started this off kind of, well, he was here a few weeks ago and he was coughing all the way through. It's been since then that we've all got the same thing, so can't really blame him, of course, but it's the season. He's coming over there next week. Be seeing Jed again for a few days. He's going to be busy though, the Tokyo Comic Con. He'll probably be sleeping at the booth or something, I don't know. That's my sheet. Lost my protection. That's the end of that batch of 20. Let's move on to the next batch. Okay, start the next batch here. This is the first card. Oh, what are we talking about here? There we go. It must be Cameron coming in, I think. The next room there. What is it, 8:30 or so? Yeah, 8:40. Morning, sir.
Morning. Owls?
Yes, of course. Owls. When you got a hit, you know?
Yep.
Can't stop now. It's Christmas. Everybody wants these as a gift, you know?
I wonder if people in pop and rock bands get tired of playing the same hits over and over.
I guess they do. I mean, Paul McCartney's still doing it after 60 years or something, you know. I don't think I'll still be printing owls 60 years from now.
Maybe not. But
the thing about that is they all want to hear Paul McCartney sing. They don't want to hear somebody else do it. And here in our shop, somebody else can do this printing soon. You know, at the moment, there's nobody else here to do it. So.
Yeah. But I remember a couple of times we've had people say, "Oh, which ones has Dave printed? I want to see those."
We don't play that game. We don't play that game.
No, but I've heard people ask.
Yeah.
So. Not as cold today, finally.
It's wetter.
Yeah.
Actually, can I ask you a favor while you're standing there, please?
Yeah, sure.
Right near those brushes there, there's a. Oh, you've got already. Sorry, I thought you were standing there.
No, I'm
right where you are. There's a brush rack there. Right below the brush rack, there's a roll, a cardboard roll, at the back. No, up top.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry to treat you like a slave there. Bring me this. Bring me that.
Totally fine. Listen.
We get the stuff in rolls. How many color blocks on the owl print? There's 5 block faces on this print. One is the background, which gets 2 impressions. Then there's what we call the key block, although there's no outlines. It's the one printed in black. It's got the owl feathers and the branches and stuff like that. Then there are 3 blocks for tones. A brown, a sepia, and a green, which do the owl and or leaves. So it's 3 pieces of wood with 5 carved faces, and it takes 6 impressions because we do one of them, this one, twice. So for me, like I said, if I was doing nothing else, today was just a printing day for me. The paper would have been moistened last night. This morning I would do the 80 sheets, double impressions for the background, take a lunch break, and in the afternoon do the other 4. Bang, 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 bang. So it would be a day's work for me, a light day's work, to do 80 copies of this print. Which sounds pretty good. They sell for $30. So 80 copies in a day for $30 each. It's not a bad day's work. If that was the only expense. What's that little soy sauce fish? This is pigment. We keep pigment in small batches, portion control pigment. In small batches, frozen in the freezer. And in the summer, the pigments and stuff, we have to prepare them, mix them, blend them with water and stuff. And they go moldy in summer. So after we've made a batch full of pigment, a jar full of it, 500 grams or whatever, we portion control it, split it up into those little plastic things, and freeze it. If we don't, it just goes moldy, moldy, moldy. Winter, it wouldn't matter so much, but you guys are watching everything, eh? Everything I do out there comes up. You see it, there's a question, bang. We don't eat lunch at the benches, so there's no danger of putting that on my rice. Defect in the paper there. You don't see it till it comes up. If you can see it, I don't know. It's come up as a hard spot. It's because there's a hard clump of mulberry fibers in the paper. So if that's lucky enough to get covered by a leaf, we're okay. If not, it's going to end up in the garbage, whatever. You don't stop, for stuff like that. Just go through, keep going and call them at the end. It's not worth fooling around one by one. Is this okay? Is it not okay? It's quite possible a defect that looks like a deal killer right there could be totally covered by a leaf and it'll be all right. So. Here's another one of the bad sheets. An area of bad sizing. So. We talked about this earlier. People are just trying to stream. This is the back side of the sheet. You see these dots. It's bad sizing. The sizing doesn't allow the pigment to go smoothly into the surface of the paper. Some areas it's okay, some areas it's bad. Again, at this point, don't stop to look at them now. Just simply go through, call later. When I started yesterday, I thought the whole batch was bad, but it turns out it's just a few. It's 1 in every 5 sheets or something, I don't know. And you can't tell before you try it, so there's no way to pick them out and separate them before printing. Where are we? Are we making the paste in larger batches too? That's each morning, and we're using a commercial. We're using a commercial paste, so it doesn't go bad, it doesn't go rotten. Totally old days traditional factory. There's no such thing now. But in the old days, somebody's job would have been to cook the paste every morning. Rice, just cook up rice paste, like making like whatever in a French restaurant. Some apprentice's job is to start making the white sauce every morning, and that's the same thing in an older workshop. But it goes bad so quickly, and we don't use it. And also, from my point of view, it's food inside the paper. Once you've finished your print, that rice inside the paper, it's bug food. So I don't want that stuff in there. I think by switching to this commercial paste, we're making our prints last much longer, I think. Minimizing the chance of mold down the line. It's stiff here too. It's a bad sheet. This will totally not going to take pigment. We've got three here. This is water, this is paste, and this is the pigment. I got a couple of emails yesterday. It's funny, emails come in batches about the same thing, you know. YouTube, Dave, are you okay? Where's the next video? It's been a month since I put something up on YouTube, and I know. In fact, yesterday, in the off time in the shop, I tried working on the plan for the next video. And I'll be doing that again today. And in fact, collect the assets today, get the B-roll ready, get some photographs ready, the assets that I'll need to make the video. And if all goes well tonight, if all goes well tonight, I'll sit down and try recording it. And then over the weekend, Saturday or something, get it up. So next YouTube video is now up to the top of my to-do list, and it should come pretty soon. I think I teased about this the other day. The next video it's the next one in the Great Wave series. It'll be part 16 in the series about making the Great Wave Print. And what's left to tell, there's another speckled one. What's left to tell in the Great Wave story is people have been asking about how the blocks are doing, how well they are wearing, or are they worn out, or whatever. That's the topic of the next video. We can get a close-up view of the block, the key block for the Great Wave Print, to show the wear and tear that's happened over the 2 years since we started printing it. Yeah, they working too hard, whatever. It's okay, you know. The point about the YouTube thing, you know, is YouTube has these algorithms, and it's really, really important. We're getting a huge amount of our business through YouTube. And recently, the YouTube access has dropped off, and I guess it's their algorithms, you know. No new content, and they're just going to drop me. And if they drop me, it would hurt our business incredibly. So, you know, it's this monster that's been created that you have to keep feeding. It's no joke, you know. I've got to get new content up there or it severely impacts our business. I like doing it anyway, it's fun. You know? And we talked about this a half year ago with the Patreon, you know, the helper here coming on board, and I should be getting back to the videos more and more. So. And what's hurt that is simply our October rush, our October-November rush. It's been insane this year. So. Are we going to throw the defect prints in the bin? Well, we've got a file. You know, all our defect prints go in files and just, you know, they're useful for later on analysis and figuring out what we're doing and stuff like that. But yeah, at some point they should be thrown away. Because if they're not, then what will happen after I'm gone? Someone will open these boxes and think, wow, look at all this neat stuff. Let's sell it, you know. So yeah, we should be actually burning them or something, I guess. I don't know. It's just been punted down the road what to do later on. Dumpster diving at Mokuhankan, yeah, right. No dumpsters here in Tokyo. It doesn't do it that way. If you want to try our garbage, we put our garbage out Monday nights and Thursday nights. But you're not going to find you're not going to find any woodblock prints in the garbage, unfortunately. So. Stream on YouTube. I know people have been suggesting this as well. You know, I don't know. Trying to keep it separate, you know, YouTube as curated, edited, nicely made content, and then the Twitch thing here as the dump, the data dump, you know, the live raw stuff. You know. Just trying to keep it separate. Don't know if it's a good idea or not. Is refined the proper word for my YouTube channel? I don't know. The thing about the reject prints, it's a real paradox, you know. I know when we started making this owl print a few weeks ago, we looked at 3 images out on the web that are copies of the original print held by museums. I think one was the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, one was Honolulu, one was somewhere. And all 3 of the prints were really, really badly made. They were just grossly badly made. The original was clearly not an expensive production. It was a slap bang, throw it out the door production. And there was no care at all taken. But would I like to have one of those now? Yes. Would you like to have one of those? Take it from the Boston Museum of Fine Arts collection? Of course you would. The fact that it's badly printed doesn't matter so much when 200 years have passed by. This is the paradox of this, the defective print that I just made here today. I can't sell it because when you put it on the website, you know, it's like Toyota. They won't sell a car with a scratch on the door. You know, you can't do that. It's supposed to be not perfect, but it's supposed to be as well made as you can do it. But once enough time has passed, If you have a chance to buy a 100-year-old car, it doesn't matter how scratched it is, you're going to want it. That's the paradox of these things. They have to be as perfect as we can make them at the moment of selling. Because nobody wants a defective product, nor do we want to put out a defective product. But once enough time's gone by, that won't matter. And it's that thought that has kept me from, burning these boxes of junk prints that we have here, To us right now here in 2017, they're junk prints. They can't be sold and shouldn't be sold. But somewhere down the line, I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. No way, here's one. Look at this, incredible. It's the sizing. The sizing over here is okay, and the sizing when I got this side, there's no way. The pigment just won't go inside properly. You've got all these dots and stuff on the back. 100 years now, no one's going to care, but here now we do. Nothing in the question box now. I thought I might have missed it again. Cameron-san, we're in the same position as yesterday. Matsumura-san is the only staff, and he has no key. So okay. getting towards 9:30, I know we'll have to get the door open.
I'll go down in a few minutes.
Or either leave it open now, but bring up the bell so we can hear it up here, whichever you think, or whatever. Not sure who else is coming today.
Yeah. Son said he'll come around 11, so it's not this morning.
That's the batch. Okay. That's the first side of this batch. We go through now. Do the second side. So here's the before. We have a light blue on it. Now we're going to deepen it, saturate it. Same color exactly. Just doing it twice, richens it over. A bit lighter pressure, otherwise it streaks, because the paper is much softer now. A bit gentler, a bit longer. Rubbing too hard would absolutely put circles in from the barrel marks. Here we go, nice rich sky. Put the owl on top of that, we're good to go. Here's one of those that on the first pass got the speckled, it's got the strong dosa. I don't think we can fix it with the second layer, but let's just try and see how we get. In Hiroshi Yoshida's old book on printmaking, he wrote in the 1930s, he talked about this. When you have problems and they just seem insurmountable, just turn it into a night scene. Keep dumping on pigment more and more and more till it's just so dark and black you can't see anything. So, no, it's still going to be it's just too modeled. If I probably didn't tell people about this, they might not notice, but... Can you make a video on the YouTube channel announcing the woman sitting in water stream? That's interesting what to do here. I want to do that, absolutely. What I'm torn right now is about timing and stuff like that. I got so much stuff on my desk. I shouldn't even be thinking about an extra little project like that. But yeah, how do we do this so that we make sure there's a lot of people watching it? I don't know. As I said, I'm going to be making a YouTube video tonight and tomorrow, but to announce that on Monday I'll be doing such and such doesn't seem to make much sense, because the YouTube videos mostly get viewed later on in years to come. So announcing a specific event doesn't seem to make much sense on YouTube, I think. We could announce it here on our Facebook page. But for me, YouTube is an archive thing, It's not for this week, it's for forever. I say forever, but whatever, it's for a long term. So I'm not quite sure what to do, but oh, nice one, smooth, nice one. Bit touch up there. So I'm not sure. Anyway, don't worry that you're going to miss it or something, because I won't just do it like tomorrow. I'll talk about it certainly a few days in advance and try and cook up some way to make sure people are hearing about it, because it's going to be a good fun thing to do. Well, I think after the stream ends, absolutely put it on video. Absolutely. Does YouTube have a time limit these days? Because this would be about an hour and a half long. I think it's probably okay. Is it? I don't know. I think they used to have a 15-minute time limit, but that seems to be long gone, because I've got my own videos that are half an hour long. So I guess maybe that's all right. That's not a problem. The more I think about this project, the more it's going to be fun, Start to finish on a stream. No, the 40K subs wouldn't see the announcement. That's not how YouTube works anymore. Subscribers don't see announcements, only if they've clicked the notifications bell. This changed quite a while ago. Subscribers don't see it at all. I know YouTube doesn't automatically tell your subscribers when a new video goes up. On YouTube these days, subscriptions do not imply notifications. It's a separate system. Beautiful, beautiful, deep, rich blue. The ones that have good sizing come out beautifully. Son's going to get yelled at when he gets here today. Not much, but whatever. He and I've got to try and figure out what went wrong. Actually, I know already what's wrong with me. Excuse me here. Talk to him. How are we doing for time here? It's okay, 9:20. I've got maybe 8 sheets left back in this batch. Let's get this batch finished. I gotta get downstairs because I'm the number one staff today in the shop. It looks like a beautiful blue sky day out there. 10 hours on, look at this, really? So an hour and a half is no problem, okay? 10 hours. I think I heard about that stuff. There's something like some train company has put up a 10-hour video of a train journey or something from A to B, and they put the camera on the front of the train or something, and you watch for like 10 hours. I think I heard about something like that. I can't imagine doing this. Whoever's in charge of Twitch? You mean at the Twitch end or at this end? Because it's me, I know. Japan stream community. Okay, I'll have a look at it. Did we ever hear about what Cameron's working on? Cameron is working. There's all kinds of things he's doing. There's lots of jobs that I've been doing before. And he and Aoyama-san recently, now they're working on getting a Japanese language website, a much better Japanese language website up and running. Good shopping, stuff like that. That's been their priority for the last little while. Plus all the other stuff, order entries, bookkeeping, all kinds of stuff. Cameron is busy. As soon as he's finished one thing, we'll find lots more for him to do. Right?
What was that?
It doesn't. They're talking about you. What does Cameron do?
Oh yeah, good question. Anything you ask me to, I bring you cardboard tubes.
He's productive.
But just added those the buttons we were talking about yesterday on the script. So
the cash thing.
One day by one day.
Okay.
So little, not the whole thing at once.
Yeah. So what's the deal? At the end, once they've cleared it each day, you mean once they balanced it, then they erase?
When they come in the morning, then they clear whatever's left over from that day from the previous week. So like, if Matsumura-kun comes in today, he would clear Friday and then put in new information.
So he has to type in the new information, but surely we want the copy-paste from last night's finish is the same as this morning's finish. So you don't want to clear that, do you?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the one who uses it, but...
Yeah, that's true. Oh, let's see what you prefer there. With the copy and paste or clearing it all. I'll see.
Deep, rich blue. Wooden toys. It's been a long time since I made wooden toys now. How many years? It'd be 1987 or something. We had a little wooden toy business. Quite an interesting little business, you know. So that'd be a fun thing for a video one day, like I have time for that. Go and get a bunch of the toys out of the closet and show them. We had a bunch of great toys, you know. I was thinking about getting patents and stuff for some of them, but it just, time flew by and the world changed, and that was that. My kids grew up. But it's on our list of things to do, way at the bottom of the list of things to do. Dig out some of the toys, maybe get a patent on some of them. Just not going to happen, obviously. Not going to happen. Get this last two done. I gotta get downstairs. What have we got left? 1, 2, 3. Okay. As I said, there's 80 sheets in this batch of paper. I did 20 yesterday when the stream was on, the first 20. First color, second color. And today I've done the second group and third group. I've got them in batches of 20 sheets each inside the paper here. So today I've managed to get through 40 sheets, the second and third group. So I'm not sure what this means for the live stream here. Today is going to be very busy downstairs with the shop, preparations for YouTube, the next YouTube video. And I've got to prepare color separation work for Kawasaki on a Carver in Kobe for the second print in next year's series. So probably tomorrow's stream is going to be me here doing that last batch of 20 up here. I'm not sure about that because that's not a full hour and a half's work. That would only take me, like 45 minutes or so. And to unpack the camera, take it downstairs and go back, it's not practical in the middle of a stream. So I'm not sure what to do. I might leave the 20 sheets here and just take the camera downstairs and go back to the carving bench. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, 2 sheets left. Here we are. Today's Friday. There'll be another stream tomorrow morning. It'll either be up here doing more owls like this. Oh, I know what I could do. I know doing that back wouldn't take all that long, but I have to then move on to the next color because I'm doing the whole thing this time. I'm not passing it on to Aisa. So yeah, so that's it. We have a date here tomorrow. I'll be back here on the owls, finishing off the last batch of the background color, and then moving on to the key block printing. Yeah, moving on to the key block printing, which you haven't seen me do on the stream here. All you've seen me do is just these background colors again and again and again. So we'll do that. Tomorrow's stream will be owl printing backgrounds to finish off, and then the key block starting. That'll be tomorrow morning here, same time, same station. And depending on how well it goes over the next day or two, there'll be a new YouTube video up. Almost certainly not later tonight, but tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Here's the last sheet today. Okay, gang, thank you very much. And it hasn't been a very interesting, exciting stream today. Ooh, nice one. Hasn't been all that exciting a stream today. It's just, this is our work, There are, some days are more interesting than others. This is nice. I'm happy with this. So thanks for joining in. Paper can sleep quite comfortably till tomorrow. It's quite cold here these days, so it's not going to get muddy or anything. There we go. Okay, I'm off, gang. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'll be back here same time, same station. At the moment, I'm thinking the plan will be to continue this, finish off the color blocks, and move ahead with the key block printing. We'll see if plan A works or if it's going to be plan B. See you tomorrow. Thanks again. Step 1, find the camera. I can't even find the icon with my glasses off. And then microphone off. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next time.